Our area here with the effects of the outer bands and some of the inner core of the storm getting closer to us. Of course, the center coming ashore now in Louisiana. Still not an official landfall, but it's close. We'll keep the race up over on the other side of the screen there so you can keep up with that. And let's take a look at Cristobal as it's coming towards the Gulf Coast and tracking what we're seeing with this. This is the 3D view of the system. How strong are the winds? Let's go offshore just south of Dauphin Island here, and we've seen gusts of 40 miles per hour. So we've seen those wind gusts over tropical storm force. A lot of impacts locally. Tides are very high. We predicted tides being 1 to 3 feet above normal, and so far it's been more like 3 feet above normal. So it's been on the upper end of the scale with this one. We've definitely been achieving those higher than normal tides. We're right now just past the astronomical high tide. So very high tides for the west end of Dauphin Island, for the Fowl River area, for the Dog River area, for the Causeway, and winds right now out of the southeast at about 30 miles an hour. Look at Dauphin Island with that sustained wind there, and some of our peak gusts have been extraordinarily high over tropical storm force. So we're likely going to see some limbs down in some places as a result of this. We've got the storm tides, we've got the wind, and we've also got the rainfall. Here are the new coordinates as of 4 o'clock, the latest position. There are 2 low-level centers. That's why we do not have an official landfall yet. The system is essentially right on top of Grand Isle, Louisiana, but it's very broad in nature, and it's tracking towards New Orleans. It's moving towards the north, and it's slowed down a little with the forward speed, but it's starting to pick back up as it's making its way inland. This is a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm. We are way out to the east of this one, but you can tell by how sloppy the weather is across the Gulf Coast that we're still getting a lot of impacts here. It's a very, very large tropical storm, and so the tropical storm warning extends across Baldwin County and all the way over to Destin just because of the large nature of this tropical storm, and we're on the wet side of it. We're seeing impacts here. Now, as far as the alerts, we still are under a tornado watch for the western side of the area. We have conditions that are favorable for tornadic development today because we're in the outer bands in the northeast quadrant of this landfalling tropical storm. Baldwin County, Mobile County, George County, and Jackson County under a tornado watch. The entire area is under a flash flood watch. Taking a look at it, very large in nature because it sat over the Yucatan. That caused the wind field to spread out. Now it's making its approach towards the northern portion of the Gulf Coast, and you can see this very well-defined counterclockwise swirl. Let's look at some of the rain bands that we're experiencing. And the heaviest of the rain by far is in the south part of Mobile County, down around Dauphin Island and Alabama Port, Code in by La Battery, Grand Bay, over into Jackson County. We've got scattered showers in Mobile. Not quite as heavy in Baldwin County, but heavier rain close to the coast, and then scattered rains up into the inland spots. And this is a closer view of the moderate downpours that are occurring right now from Alabama Port to La Battery and back to Grand Bay and Irvington and over into Jackson County. Further to the north, it's more scattered around Mobile right now, but we are seeing an uptick in the rainfall rates out towards Mobile Regional Airport. South Baldwin County showing moderate showers until you get up to about Foley, and then the rain is lighter once we get up around Robertsdale. Storm totals today, over 4 inches of rain down in the south part of the county, so very, very soggy here. Of course, we have the coastal flooding situation going on as well because of the higher than normal tides. Really a two-pronged attack with flooding with a tropical storm. You have the rainfall and then you have the tide. The track on this thing, this is the new one as of 4 o'clock, and you can see how quickly this thing works its way down to tropical depression strength by the time we get into tomorrow afternoon. We have it there in northern Louisiana and heading up into Arkansas. It's going to be a very, very fast forward speed from here on out, and that should begin to pull this thing away, but it's not going to end the rainfall threat. So that's an update on the particulars on Cristobal as it's making landfall. Let's check in with the situation out there in the field, and let's go to our Storm Tracker mobile vehicle with meteorologist Jennifer Lambers. Jennifer, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Jason, right now we traveled out in our brand new mobile storm tracker truck. This is the newest addition to our team, and this is the first time that we are bringing it out into the field. Now we are out here on DIP on the causeway heading towards Dauphin Island. Right now this is closed off though. We are seeing debris on the roadways, multiple crews out here trying to help clean up the road. A lot of folks are parked back towards the mobile port right as where this is closed off. They are parked at that Dollar General just waiting for this to open back up. But right now what we're seeing is just these big waves along with this debris coming onto the roadway, and also these winds. You were talking about these winds earlier, and we're seeing them and we're feeling them with this. These gusts very strong up here. We're taking a little bit of shelter behind our storm tracker truck, but if we step out just a little bit, you can really start to hear it and really start to see it too, just what it's feeling like out here. So it is good that these roads are closed. It is very dangerous out here for anyone that is traveling near Dauphin Island. We'll continue to be out here and keep you updated here on Fox 10. But for now, let's go ahead and see that final word from Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith.
As expected, the higher winds right near the immediate coast, and we have coastal flooding going on. That's impacting things down near our area beaches. Thanks for that update, Jennifer. We'll have another update right here on Fox 10 News at